What did we just watch?
Mortal Kombat.
Just your mouth.
Fight.
This movie came out in 1995. 25 years ago. I remember watching it for the first time on VHS and thinking it was a really cool movie.
Yeah.
It was modern. It was badass.
Did you watch, or did you play Mortal Kombat?
Yeah. Played Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, all those 2D fighters. But I'll tell you something. This movie is missing what Mortal Kombat is famous for. What's Mortal Kombat famous for?
Blood.
Exactly. There's not a drop of blood in this whole movie.
That's true.
Not one drop.
Because they wanted to get the young people who played it to the theater, so they needed, it couldn't be R.
No,
or
it couldn't.
what is the rating for if it was gory?
I think R would be the adult rating, the bloody rating, but an X would be, you wouldn't be able to distribute it. But this must have been as light as possible as you could make on your rating scale.
To get the 14-year-olds to come to the theater. I saw this in the theater.
You did?
Yeah.
Tell me about it.
I saw it with my friend Leslie, and we were super hyped.
Why were you hyped? Were you fans of the game?
I was. I don't think she was, but she just liked going to the movies theater. And then the music, man.
The music was good.
Oh, we loved the music.
What did you think leaving the theatre, did you?
We were pumped. But I think it was like 80% of the music's fault. We were like, yeah!
It was a good movie when you saw it back then.
Yeah, I thought it was fun. I still enjoy it it's just ridiculous.
I am what's a good word for seasoned? I am a seasoned martial arts movie fan.
Yes.
Right. So I watched this after, the Seagal movies and the Bruce Lee movies and the Jean-Claude movies, and but I still thought it was cool because I was going in to see a Mortal Kombat movie. After that, I had a bad taste in my mouth from the Street Fighter movie with Van Damme, which fucking sucked. That is a horrible, wretched movie. And this was the first, because I was a fan of video games. This was the first video game movie that really worked.
Did you think it was fun? Yeah.
I thought it was great when I was a kid. When I was a kid, right? I mean, like I say, the video game movies back then, you're talking about Super Mario Brothers. God, and
That's terrible.
Street Fighter the movie, and that one with the Wizard with Fred Savage from the 80s.
I don't think I've seen that one.
And it's just about him and his brother. I think his brother's autistic, and they go to into a tournament in California to play Mario Brothers. It's I remember it being fun, but that was a long time ago. I've seen it. It's probably dog shit.
Is it more for kiddies?
Okay. It's probably prepubescent teens, something like that. But this movie came out when I was ready for it.
Yeah.
That right moment when I wanted to see Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, they struck while the iron was hot, I think.
Yeah, and it was a solid movie, and it's the director's best movie.
Who's your favorite character?
Johnny Cage.
Yeah.
He was Van Damme-like. And I know that they tried to model the video game character Johnny Cage on Jean-Claude Van Damme. And this guy has got a Van Damme vibe. He's a bit more Hollywoody.
Yeah.
A bit more, he looks like a TV doctor.
Yeah, he should be on a soap opera.
Days of Our Lives,
yes.
Starring Johnny Cage.
Yes.
Let's dance. We were talking during the movie, and we said that Johnny Cage should be the main character in this movie. He should be the hero.
Yes, because he fought and destroyed two superpowered people. He
fought Scorpion in the forest in the ladder place.
Yeah.
And then he fought Prince Goro.
Using his wits and stuff.
And Liu Kang is our hero protagonist in this movie, and he fights. He's supposed to fight Katana, and Katana lets him off or gives him a little.
I don't even understand that whole thing.
No,
was that just a practice? Like
she shows up on the beach and he's there, and they have a sort of fake fight,
Or
and
like
she
sparring.
whispers, yeah, and she whispers hints in his ear,
but vague.
and Shang Tsung is like, you upset me, Princess Katana.
Like,
This is very upsetting to me.
so he could have just destroyed her on the spot.
Then he gives him his next fight was against Sub-Zero, but he's already had the clue to defeat him, and then
Yeah, but he had to be reminded.
yeah,
that.
she had to appear and tell him psychically, remember the element of surprise. He's like, oh yeah, and he looks and he's like, oh yeah, water.
Oh yeah.
You're an idiot. And Johnny Cage is like, yeah, what's going on? I've just beat up a couple of guys myself.
Yeah, I'll let you handle this.
Yeah,
And then he shows up later.
strange. So he did you? What do you think? Who do you think is the most useless character in this movie?
Raiden. I mean,
Raiden,
come
for
on.
sure. Yeah. What is the role of Raiden?
To belatedly tell his fighters that, oh, by the way, you're going to be in a fight to the death for the sake of
Mortal
Kombat.
He is Mr. Exposition, and he's there to dump information and occasionally flash his wee eyeballs.
Yes.
Yeah, you will have fight in the Mortal Kombat.
I enjoy that voice.
I don't think so. What's your... What, all right, tell me this, right? At the beginning, Johnny Cage is in his Hollywood set, right? And he beats a guy up, and it's all fake Hollywood stuff. And he's got a visitor, and it's his agent, but it's really Shang Tsung who selected you, Johnny Cage. So, and Shang Tsung also makes sure that Liu Kang goes there to Mortal Kombat and Sonya. But why does he want these people there when it's his job is to win the Mortal Kombat? Because I've nearly won it 10 times, and if I win it the 10th time, I will take over the world. Flawless victory. It's like, bro, why are you selecting these people? Can't you just select Dave the Garbage Man?
Yeah.
Or just pick me. I'll go and I'll
He
get
wants their delicious
beat up.
souls.
Okay, so the better fighter you are, the better your soul, the richer your soul is.
There was no explanation.
There was a lot of weird rules that we needed more.
So does he do all the selections?
Well, he selects all the people. Meanwhile, the trainer or the guardian of these people, Raiden, just says, "You are my people now. It's great. One of you will decide the outcome of the tournament."
And he looks into their souls.
Yeah. And it's like, bro, these people have been selected for you by Shang Tsung.
And you don't help them?
And you just sit in your arse and really don't not do. I think he probably got the biggest check, Christopher Lambert, because he was probably the biggest star at that time from Highlander. And in the video game, you expected Raiden to be fighting because Raiden was.
You could play as him once you. Yeah. But I don't remember when I was playing. Like I didn't care about the storyline of the game. I was just fighting.
No,
maybe it was told in the story of the game.
I mean, the story was weak. Underworld, blah blah blah, and then you fight your way up the tower, and there's a lot of blood. And Mortal Kombat has got two things. It's got blood and it's got finishing moves. Right? It's got the kills, blood and the kills. That's all the movie is. That's all the game is famous for. And it was a good game. We all have those memories of going into the arcade and seeing Mortal Kombat, and it was always really fucking hard. That was a hard fucking game in the arcade.
And like parents freaking out about how gory it was.
Yep.
That's pretty tame by today's.
I had a friend in high school, and he had Mortal Kombat 2. I think it was on his Saturn, and he was a huge Mortal Kombat fan. He fucking loved that game, and he talked about it all the time. He was just obsessed with that game. And I liked Street Fighter 2 and stuff, and Mortal Kombat was fun, but I could never see why someone would be obsessed with Mortal Kombat. Yeah, so this movie for me is like I said earlier, I'd been seasoned on Seagal movies and Bruce Lee movies, and watching a movie like this, it's light fare. It's this is watching it today. Back then it was a cool movie, because it was a video game movie. But now I'm looking at it with older eyes, and I'm saying it's not a patch on those old Seagal movies, or even it's Enter the Dragon, play-by-play Enter the Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they go to the island, and then there's Han, and they fight, and
Beasts.
even the Van Damme movies like Kickboxer and The Quest. The Quest came after this, but or Bloodsport. You know, tournament movies from the 80s, and this movie still comes after those movies, and it's lesser of those.
Yeah,
it's not as good as Bloodsport or
like teen boys.
Teen boys, and you know what? It ticked the box for me as a teen boy back then. And even now watching it with you, the music is still awesome.
I love it.
That techno shit.
It's so good.
Just so much. What do you think of the effects?
Terrible.
Awful.
Yeah.
A couple of them I think are good.
Which?
The Goro. Goro looks like a puppet, right?
Sometimes he looks good, and then sometimes it's trash.
It's like they've got the lighting wrong or something around Goro, but Goro looks good sometimes. The makeup on what's that guy's? The guy with the red eye. Oh, what's on you? Kano, yeah.
Oi.
Makeup's alright. But the lizard effect, fucking lizard.
Yeah, terrible.
Just looks crap.
I just didn't care.
I remember though, even back then it wasn't great on the lizard.
No.
And the
like cartoon.
Scorpion, when the jaggy thing comes out of his fucking palm. It didn't look good then.
Which is a shame, because the rest of them look good. Like his eyes were like creepy, and their costumes.
If you were to remake this movie now, what would you do?
I'd make it more violent. And
blood.
And darker.
Yeah.
And like more like higher stakes. Like this is pretty. It's probably just because it's a little bit cheesy, but it's just sort of
Yeah. Let's just get as many people in the door as we can. Pay money.
Yeah, make Liu Kang. If he's gonna be like the main guy, make him more of a badass. Yeah,
he sucked. Liu Kang really sucked for me. He was unlikable. I didn't like him at all. He's like shows up at the beginning. I want revenge from my brother. I don't believe in this Mortal Kombat stuff. And then Raiden appears, and he's like, if you really are Raiden, and he goes to the island, he goes to the boat, the ship, he's there, he knows exactly what's going on, and at that point he just pretends he doesn't, and still doesn't quite believe in Mortal Kombat, or just doesn't really make sense, and he's just there to be the generic Asian dude.
And he just doesn't want to face his destiny. When, step up to the plate, man. Like, we're supposed to root for you, and you just can't even get into it.
You know who I think... There's a movie called Best of the Best, and it's way better than this. It's from the 80s, and it's got generic Asian lead, but it's also got Julia Roberts' brother. What's his name?
What?
Roberts. What's his name?
Robert Roberts?
No. The guy who's a villain in Expendables, and he's just... it's just, sorry, I'm blanking on the name. Something Roberts, and he's, let's just say David Roberts. His name's not David Roberts.
I didn't even know she had a brother.
He's a famous actor, and I can't remember his name. But it's really good. It's a really good...
Just another tournament?
Yeah, tournament movie, and it's America versus like the Koreans. And it's just like Mortal Kombat, same deal. Only this one's got Darth Vader's voice in it, the guy who plays Darth Vader.
So it's Darth Vader doing...
Darth Vader trains them. It's a great movie.
That sounds hilarious.
It's even got a sequel that is just as bad, but it's a cringy 80s movie that's way better than this, and the sequel of it, Best of the Best, is still better than this movie.
Do you have it?
Aye.
Alright, let's watch.
We should watch it.
That sounds terrible.
I nearly got it. Dan Roberts. No. Bruce Roberts. David Roberts. Fuck. I'm going to remember it as soon as I hit stop on this. It will come to my brain. Is it Robert Roberts? No, don't know.
I know. He's forever known as that now.
Anyway, that was a great. Anyway, back to Mortal Kombat.
It's funny.
It's Paul Anderson's best movie. He proved himself as a hack, making Alien vs Predator and Resident Evil, all the Resident Evil sequels. He married Mia Jovovich. Yeah, and he made that awful movie about the Musketeers, I think.
The Three Musketeers?
Yeah, he made a Three Musketeers movie and then another Alien vs Predator movie. Anyway, he's a shit director, and this was his best work.
Which is mediocre.
Yeah, but we still like it because...
I don't know what it is. It must be hardcore nostalgia.
I agree with you. I think if this movie was made today, I'd throw buckets of blood at the screen. Buckets. Yeah. We watched The Raid a few weeks ago. And
that was brutal.
The fights in that are awesome. Like, fucking brutal.
Impact.
The choreography in this one is slow and kind of pathetic.
Yeah.
It's like a really old people dancing and like Strictly Come Dancing.
Mm-hmm. And like that Wonder Woman lady when she's fighting Liu Kang, she barely like. It was more of she's barely touching him.
Yeah.
I mean, was that the point of the whole thing? I really don't understand why they were sparring. I don't know
what that was all about.
Right.
But yeah, this movie needs a remake. A real good choreography, nasty fatalities.
Are there even Mortal Kombat movies or games?
Aye. There's a great bunch of games on the PlayStation 4, Xbox, new generation.
Oh, I'm out of the loop.
You're out of the loop. I've not played them, but I've seen reviews online and watched gameplay footage, and they're as popular now as ever, believe it or not. Maybe not as culturally significant as back then, but they're still around and they're still hugely popular.
Fight games aren't really that popular anymore. It's more like shooting.
No, back in the days, it was like there was a fighting game every other day. There'd be a Tekken would come out and
Virtual Fighter.
Yeah. There'll always be some Toshinden. some 3D 2D fighter would come out and be another one coming around, and Dead or Alive. Remember that with the
on the beach?
Aye, and it was all about how their tits move.
Yeah.
It was all about tits jiggle.
Yeah. All that yeah.
The lovely jubblies. Look at that.
Lovely jubblies.
That was all it was all about. And so Mortal Kombat the game's still around. They should. I know there was some kind of maybe YouTube series about Mortal Kombat that was kind of violent, but I never checked it out.
Oh, I watched that.
Did you?
That's a hard cut.
Did you like
totally
it?
Forgot. No.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I think that they should have had Christopher Lambert fight in this, because he's still a young man in this movie. He's not. He is maybe early 40s here. He can still kick ass.
Yeah.
Why is he wearing a weird grey wig and sitting on the sidelines, clapping his hands? Well done. That was really good.
Yeah, they should have made him fight and show off some...
fight. Like, get in there, him and Shang Tsung going at it.
Make him cool.
Yeah. He's got that cool voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasted.
Yeah. Anyway, we'll check out Best of the Best sometime.
Yeah.
It's a bit better than this. Why did they spell it Combat with a K? That kind of bothers me.
Because it's so cool.
It's fucking K. It's beyond cool. It's like K.
Yeah.
Combat.
It's hardcore.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
So what did we just watch?
Mortal Kombat.
Test your might. I would give this, if I was a kid leaving I didn't watch it in the theatre, watching it on VHS. Back then, it's a fucking 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Every day of the week is an 8 out of 10.
Hype.
Now, I've got the old nostalgia glasses off. And the blood mode is turned off. So I'd give this a 5. five fatalities out of 1 babality.
Babalities.
Friendship.
I can see it in my head.
What would you give it? Back then, what
Back
would you give it
then-
back then and now?
I'd give it an 8.
Oh, yeah.
I enjoyed it. The music.
The music still gets you going.
It really does. It's strange.
Like I said to you, if I was having a bad day, this is the music I'd like to play. I'd like to hear play. Like it would suddenly play in like life mode, and it would come on, and then ninjas would appear, and it pick me up.
Yeah.
Like dun 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 dun. I'm like, all right, fuck, I'm on. It's on. It's fucking on. I
Gets
drop
you
my
going.
shopping bags and I start hitting people.
Yeah.
Doom 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 doom. Sir, and then the music would die. Like, never mind.
All right.
Sorry. So you'd give it 8 back then, and what would you give it back now?
Oh dear.
Cheat codes are off. There's no blood.
But it's hard to look like without like it's trash without nostalgia, really. Like if you were to show this to like somebody like teenagers now, they'd be like trash. I don't know. I still enjoy it. I'm giving it 6.5 Goro worms out of 10.
Okay, 6.5 out of 10. All right. Mortal Kombat.